What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We rocking, we rolling, we rocking. How y'all like my shades? These not bad. You can see my lights and stuff like that. What's going on, everybody? This is episode 198. If you are watching or listening to this podcast, and thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. All right. There's a billion YouTube channels. There's a quadrillion podcasts. And if you even poked and like just poked your head in here for a hot second, thank you. I appreciate that. So today's show is solo travelers. And y'all know I am heavy on solo traveling because you can't rely on nobody. You can't. You got to do shit on your own. You got to do shit to yourself. And it all started with me when I remember I would get the date, come up with a date, or somebody else come up with a date, or we see something and we want to go somewhere. And it's a couple weeks away or whatever. Or it could be a couple months away. And then all of a sudden, people slowly pull out. Pull out. Next thing you know, you sitting there holding a bag saying, man, should I go? What should I do? I don't want to go by myself. That's going to be boring. That's just like going to the movies by yourself. You would never, I repeat, never catch me at the movie theater by myself. It's not happening. So this is a part two because I did one and I wanted to, brush up on a few things, talk about a few things, have a little bit of fun with it. And take them off. So that's what I want to do today. I want to get back to the essence of the show that, everybody have the mindset. Definitely if you are the planner. If you're the planner and you sort of like rally people together, if you rally people together and somehow you think you're successful until it's time to roll out on that trip and you find yourself canceling your room, you canceling your flight if you could do that, and just sitting at home or going out, getting something to eat or something stupid like that. But we're gonna rock out. But before I get to it, I got some notes here. This right here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So right now, like I said, the show is sponsored by Club LRPod on Patreon. I ain't gonna talk a lot about it. I'm gonna just let it bubble and let it pop, and then everybody will eventually flow over there because it's just gonna be too hot. So that's Club LRPod on Patreon. Dope content, raw travel videos, which I'm gonna be doing. 30% off on all merch products. And members only giveaways, and future down the line, I'm gonna have game shows, self-motivating programming, and documentaries. And I'm gonna talk about a couple little places that I will actually go to and actually film these documentaries. So to get it started, I want to take it back to a point in time that I wasn't flying. And I started flying very late in my life. I think I was like 19 or something like that when I started flying. I went to Florida. I think it was Universal Studios. And it was a cool flight. I never been scared to fly. But, it never occurred to me that I wanted to go on solo trips. I wanted to, not just solo trips, I wanted to go on trips, period. So fast forward, I think I went to Las Vegas. I went Dominican Republic. I think I went Dominican Republic 2 times to a wedding. And but my first solo trip was Colombia. I think it was Bogota or Cali, something like that. It was one of them. And it was just the experience of just walking around. You don't know a lick. You don't know nothing as far as English. I mean, Spanish. That was a dope feeling. You know, it had the feel of, I'm just getting hot here. It had the feel of, AC on, guys. Burning up, even though I got this hoodie on, but it's raining and stuff outside. So, um, yeah, even though I didn't know a lick of Spanish, the trip was dope. It was a dope trip. I didn't eat a lot of food that was out of bounds. I try to stay away from food. And I'm gonna give you a tip. I think I told people this tip before. I think it's Activia. It's yogurt that got probiotics in it. You know, I got a 6-pack, and 6 days before the trip, I had one thing of yogurt per day. And that way it gets the stomach ready for the different kind of textures, the different kind of foods that you're about to experience. So you won't be running off. But let me tell you something. The worst thing that can happen to your trip, and I think y'all seen that on that airplane, I think it was a Delta, somebody had shit all up the aisle. I think if I'd have went on that flight, I probably would have never flown again. That's traumatizing. But it's something they probably ate, some kind of stomach bug they got. You know how you go out and you want to eat the fish that's still got the eyes in it and shit. You want to eat octopus and anything that you would probably say ill to if you're watching a TV program. You get over there, you get a couple drinks, you're feeling yourself. Now you eating all kind of crazy shit. You eat shit that's still moving. So then now it's time to go home. You was all good the night before, your stomach bubbling. But you want to get out of there. So you can't stay a couple days. You only paid for, a week or so. You're trying to get out of there. And all of a sudden you on a plane, it's bloop, 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 bloop. And you trying to run, and it's just, oh. And you know when this is for the guys. You know when you've been holding piss, right, for so long, your whole stomach is sort of like it's like ignited. Right? It's like inflamed. And soon as you piss, it's like the best feeling that you get. It's like a super drainage. I don't give a fuck if somebody come in shooting, a bomb go off, you cannot stop pissing. That's why a lot of people, a lot of grown-ups, when they got to pee real bad and they finally go, they could be in a car, they could be in a bus, they could be walking somewhere, and they finally fucking go, they just say, oh, they just let it all out because of that feeling. So that's a couple of tips for you if you plan on traveling and don't be eating all kind of the crazy foods. I think when I went, I had KFC. Yes, they got KFC in Colombia. I had KFC. I had a pizza. Was surprisingly, the pizza was good. I'm saying the ingredients, the bread, the cheese had a different taste. The tomato sauce had a different taste. So you just got to be prepared for all of that fly shit. But I do have I added since the other episode that I did, I added 2 more trips to my list. And I want to talk about them. But before I go to that, I want y'all to think about something. I know you got a job, you possibly got a job, or you self-employed, and it's like when you self-employed, you're even working harder, depending on what kind of business you're in. A good vacation is the reset. It's the mind reset, it's the body reset, it's the soul reset. And if you don't knock that out, if you don't get it taken care of, you will never reset. You understand what I'm saying? So get that vacation. Go lay on that beach. You don't have to do excursion after excursion. Just go lay out. Be lazy. I got a cruise coming up. I don't have no excursions planned. I'm just laying around, being lazy and eating and drinking. Shit, I probably won't even get off the boat. I probably go to my balcony like, oh, that's Aruba. That's beautiful. Okay, back to bed. So what I'm saying is this, guys, it's a big world out there, and we have a time clock. What they call that? A sand clock. You know, the thing that they turn over and all the sand comes down and then all the sand goes to the bottom. We have that constantly ticking, and we have to get out of it. We have to get out of the whole work exchange time for money situation. So I always say, and I'm gonna be a proponent of this: get your passport. Okay. Don't worry about anybody else that's trying to go or a group of people that you're trying to get. First of all, try that first solo trip if you have to. Go make sure it's safe. And I got a couple safe spots up here. Maybe y'all can jump on some of these trips that I'm talking about. But make sure it's safe. Um, check, do your due diligence. You don't want to be going into a war zone or they protesting. You got to do all that stuff, right? So if you get yourself situated, you want to make sure you can get home. You won't be trapped, you won't be kidnapped for ransom because nobody got money to pay your ransom. So you want to avoid that. So why do people go solo? I think more than likely you can ask everybody that went solo, they was forced to go solo. Believe me, you just one person to go. You want one like-minded person. The reason I say like-minded, if you like excursions, doing all this fly stuff, and you got somebody that's totally opposite that don't want to leave the room, what are they there for? And then you flip it. If you just like to chill around in the pool and drink and just chill on the beach under the umbrella, but you got somebody else that want to go ride horses and ATVs and jumping out of airplanes and shit, what are you there for? So you have to be with somebody that's like-minded that will understand the trip that you are putting together. So y'all know the reason I started going solo. And I'll tell you right now, this is how I do it. And hopefully y'all can probably try this and it'll help. It'll help. And my brother hates this. It's funny because he's saying I'm always picking a date. It's like some kind of selfish shit. But look, this is how I do it. I look at my schedule and I look at where I'm going far as when is the best time to go, right? If I'm going to a certain place that rains certain periods of time, they got a rainy season, I want to make sure that I'm outside of that rainy season. Or if I'm going somewhere that's real cold, I want to make sure I'm not going in the dead of freezing temperatures. So on that note, what I do is I plan down to the T. I find me a hotel and then I lock the hotel or bed and breakfast or whatever, wherever I'm staying at, I lock it. I want to be right there close to everything. I don't want to be far that I got to take cabs and shit just to get to the live areas or the areas that I'm trying to visit. I want to be close. Okay. So I plan all that, come out with my dates. I look at the flights. I squeeze everything together. I lay everything out. I put holes in it. I put strings in it. I tie it down. And that's what I got. Then I present it to the people that I know. Hey, I'm going here January the 28th, to August. I'm sorry. That's a long trip. February the 3rd, the 10th or something. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is it. This is where I'm staying at my hotel. You could be in the same hotel or you could be in close proximity. So everybody be close. I dish it out to all the people. They say yay or nay. They say they think about it. It doesn't matter with me because I am going anyway. And when you got that, when you put that flag in the ground, man, I am going anyway. That's the best feeling. That's control. Before, you sure you going? Hey man, hey, I just want to know you still going to DR, yo, or yo, you still going to Florida? Shit, it can be Florida. Yo, you still going? Yeah, yo, I'll let you know in 2 weeks. You like, all right, bet, cool. No, no. This is when I'm going. Wheels up, my G. Wheels up. You will see my story on Instagram or Facebook or something like that when I touch down. Oh man, I'm missing out. I'm mad I ain't go, man. Dad, maybe next time. Yeah, that's cool, bro. Next time. So that's what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna break down some dope locations that I'm about to hit. And maybe if y'all went to these places, please, I don't know, email me something. Lenny Reed at Gmail, Lenny Reed Pod at Gmail. And tell me if you know any spots or you know any great guides, anything like that. Let me know. If any of these spots you went to that's on my list that I'm about to spit out, let me know. And if anybody want to roll, like I said, as long as you're not crazy, psycho, or nothing like that, you can roll. I do my own thing. You do your own thing. We link up, whatever, go on some excursions or whatever. But like I said, I'm solo dolo unless one of the squad roll. All right, so 2024, I still have what I got coming up. I got a cruise coming up. Got to go see my mom's. I'm gonna try to. Hopefully, I can try to get up there. And a Colombia trip coming up. I think it's Cali or damn, it's on the outside, on the outskirts, towards the jungles up there. Because when I travel, I get more into it. What the reason I travel. But let me break this down. 2024. Thailand, Laos. You got to fly into Thailand. So that's what I'm saying. Thailand. And then take another flight up to Laos. Now, the reason is Asian culture, right? Asian culture is just dope to me. And maybe I would travel on to the other, Asian locations like Japan, and they on my list, and China. Japan is like up there. China comes in second. But like I said, I want to go to Laos by the way of Thailand, do the tigers. It's a tiger sanctuary. You can go and sit down with a Bengal tiger, right? And take a picture with it. It's about the size of a car. It's like a car laying next to you. That'd be dope. I want to go to the same thing, elephant sanctuary. It's more like you're not seeing them in a zoo, somewhat seeing them in a zoo, but you also seeing them in a semi-wild habitat, right? Because you can still get jacked. I would be worried about getting jacked by the elephant more than getting jacked by the tiger. Because the tiger, long as they keep the tiger fed, you're pretty much good. Good. Damn, it's raining outside. Hope that tree don't come down. Y'all hear that? Jesus. Now, the elephant is something different. The elephant will just hit you in the head with his trunk, kick you over, and just stomp you, and then press their tusk. And elephants are on some other shit. So I might be more reluctant to get real close to an elephant than a tiger, which is crazy. But I would love to ride a tiger. Now, elephant, not tiger. If anybody did that in a Laos or Thailand area, let me know, because I'm definitely checking that out. Probably somewhat early mid 2024. Now, another trip that's coming up in 2024 is Iceland. Now, this is another strange one for me, but I am a volcano motherfucker. I am, you know, a geyser. I am a lagoon kind of person. I'm a nature person at heart. So one thing that I do want to do, and this is a must to be on my list, is I want to hike up to an active volcano. It don't have to be like, spilling lava. As long as it's smoking or something that, some kind of activity that'll be dope. That'll be dope. A glacier, which are melting, and then, one day, kids, there will be no glaciers in the northern or southern poles, which is sad. And eventually, it's going to happen. It'd be like whoever's living on this planet would be like damn near water world. Florida out of here. I think there's a couple other cities. New York out of here. I think it was a map that showed what would happen if if the glaciers melted. And another thing that's on my list is the Northern Lights. Now, I know y'all like, man, what is he talking about? Listen, guys, listen. I am a science guy. I'm a mystery guy. I'm a conspiracy guy. I'm a UFO guy. I'm just everything. I'm a car guy. I'm everything bald in one. Okay? So don't try to box me in. You can't box me in. We can talk about everything. So next year, I would like to add in another trip somewhere in there, but Iceland and Thailand / Laos, that'll be dope for me. That'll be dope. That's enough. And I usually do my trips like this. And for most people, I don't know, some people probably travel and they go get somewhere on a Monday, right? And they probably leave Friday. Come on. You can't. The best time to go anywhere is 4 nights. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and leave Monday. You get 4 full nights. You get a taste of the weekday. So when you get there, it's calm, it's relaxed, and it start to wind up to the weekend, where you got a lot more tourists coming in, a lot more craziness going on. So you get there, you calm, you collective for Thursday, get yourself gathered, get acclimated to wherever situation you in. Friday, you a little bit ticking up on Friday, and then on Saturday, you in the midst of everything. And then Saturday night, Sunday winds down, and then boom, you out of there Monday morning. That's the best. You don't need to go nowhere more than 4 nights. 4 days, 5 days, 4 nights. If you plan everything right, you do your excursions a couple times that, within those couple days. You're able to taste all the food. You're able to taste the nightlife. You're doing a lot of different things. It's the best time to go. You coming into the week, you going through the weekend, and you ended it out on the week. So that's basically it. Now, 2025 is real light. It's real light, but it's too. And I wanted to pull up some pictures. It's this place right here. Let me see here. Let's see. All right, this is all right, this right here is Machu Picchu. Now, Machu Picchu is high up. You see it right there. It's high up in the mountain in Peru. Now, I forgot the city where you fly in. I think it's Cosmo or something like that. Cosmo, I forgot. But you fly in Cosmo and you have to relax. Like you really like you gotta get acclimated to the damn, what's that? The altitude. I'm over here about to say you got to get acclimated to the altitude. Now they said if you running and rushing and doing all the kind of stuff, you could actually be messing your lungs up. You have serious breathing issues, and you're basically coughing up blood. So soon as you get there, whoever you go with, you give them a pound. Yo, I see you tomorrow, and you just go lay in a bed and just practice your breathing. But if you're having any issues, they sell oxygen, small oxygen cans that you can just it's like a big inhaler that you can do with that. But if you see right here, there's a train. There's a train that go from I forgot the city where you fly and start with a C. And you get on that train. I think the train ride, I think it's train or bus ride, and it's probably about 45 minutes or something like that. And you hike up here. I think it takes 2 hours, an hour or two. All right, prior to lost everybody that's probably saying 2 hour hike. Nah, gee. But you hike up here for about 2 hours. And if you just listening to this, you can actually see the pictures of what I'm talking about. If you come over to LRPod live on YouTube. But if you just, if you just listening, you can probably Google Michael Pichu and you basically see what I'm showing everybody here. So this is a beautiful place. This was somehow a city on the top of a mountain. And when the Spanish found this, Spaniards, however they say it, found this, it was already abandoned. So they actually don't know who or what group built this up here. You understand, this is on the top of a mountain. Okay. It takes 2 hours to get up here, walking, hiking. So that's the kind of this what I'm seeing. And 2025. But also, the main part of this trip is probably a little controversial, but it's about DMT. Now, if you know what DMT is, it's dimensional tryptamine. Damn, I forgot the name of that. It's a nice documentary on I think it was on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a nice documentary that talks about what DMT does, the effects, the mind-blowing spaces that this thing or this drug, whatever, takes you to. I don't want to call it a drug, though. I want to call it a soul searcher. You got people like Joe Rogan, Mike Tyson, a whole bunch of heavy high-end people that really gets their self together, takes this stuff, or went to a shaman. You have to see a shaman, a professional. This ain't nothing that you do yourself. And I'll break it down. I probably said this 1,000 times. I think I said this in my last podcast, but everybody, I get new people coming in. So, like I said, you take the first puff, right? Take the second puff. Everything start to shake and vibrate, and and they telling you, come on, man, take that third puff. And you just reluctant to take that third puff because you think you're going to just, disintegrate into dust or something like that. But once you take that third puff, you out of here. You're in a different place. So DMT is definitely on the list while I'm in Peru, but it's one more place that I got to go. And this place is called Gate of the Gods. So let me stop it right there when it gets close. Gate of the Gods. Now, it is said that the locals Notice that this gate or this entryway opened and creatures came out of it. This gate was also featured on, if I'm not mistaken, Unsolved Mysteries. And probably Sightings too. I think it was Sightings, but I think I remember it on Unsolved Mysteries. So this particular gate, they seen entities of, I don't know. They said it either it slid open or it's sort of like liquefied or something like that. And what is that? Sorry about that. I didn't know that I can do that. So that's what basically it does. Alexa, that wasn't Alexa. That was Siri punk ass. But anyway, they said it liquefied and they sort of came out of it like some kind of stargate. And that's what they really call it. They call it a stargate. So, oh man, battery low too. So that's basically what it is. So let's finish this because I got a low battery, man. So that's a place that I definitely want to go to. Okay. Let's take that off. Now, Thailand is, no, I'm sorry. Michael Peach, you already said that. Egypt, the pyramids, Valley of the Kings, that's on the list. Okay. And, I would like to get a nice group with that. But let me go down my full list right here because I'm on a time crunch. So, Amsterdam, Italy, Japan, Iceland, which I'm going to, Peru, which I'm going to, Switzerland, Ghana, the Congo. I got to do the Congo. I want to do the Congo. Brazil, um, London, Paris, Alaska, South Korea. Shit, I want to do a North Korea tour if I could. And China. That's just a few places, but I'm going to say this one and I'm going to get out of here because my whole system is about to shut down. If I could just pull this out. There is a castle. I go for history, mystery, culture, food. That's while I travel. But I also like to travel for the crazy shit. And I'm about to show you some crazy shit. This right here is in Romania. This is a castle. Okay. I think you can stay here. If I'm not mistaken, you can probably stay here. All right. But what is this castle? Who owned this castle? Who lived at this castle? This guy, Vlad the Impaler, aka Dracula. So if anybody been in Romania and they stayed at this castle, please let me know. I would like to do a tour. I would like to go there. I would like to check it out. But as my time ticking down, guys, it's been fun. And I'll probably do another one, but that is just solo traveling number 2 out there. So do not wait for nobody to travel. Do it on your own and just show them the pictures when you get back. Okay. Because look, it's all about you. Don't wait for nobody to go nowhere. You can have fun. You can enjoy your life. So that's what you got to do. All right. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for listening. This has been another episode. Y'all be safe out there. And also question everything. Peace.